Okay, got the JVC tm-h150cg. Got it right next to a Sony PVM 14-in-6U. Yeah. So right off you can see the JVC is noticeably bigger. So the 14-in-6U is really a 13-inch screen, and the H150cg is really a 14-inch screen. So for a desktop it's a good setup. We've got the Bose Companion 2 series. I picked those because if you look on the back, it's going to have two of the red and white. So I've got the RGB hooked right into that, right into an audio channel selector, and then for this, it's on right now. Nothing's on channel A, but on channel B we're going to have the Super Nintendo through S-Video, and channel C is going to be component with a DVD player, and channel D is going to have PS1. Okay, and to get the component and your RGB, I ordered this bad boy off of eBay. Paid $200, but so far it's worth it. Oh, in that one I've got a PVM 1353. It's pretty sweet. RGB modded Nintendo. SCART switcher. But for this, I'm going to have a Super Nintendo S-Video RGB component. I was going to do a regular Nintendo in line A, but a small desktop setup. I've already got so many things hooked up. So for a small setup, yeah, this is perfect. Because I watch movies on it and they just look outstanding. So let's go into the settings here. Got your chroma, phase, contrast, bright, volume up and down, and by the way, the speakers on this are much better than the basic PVM. So if you're going to get like a 14-in-6U, a 14L2, a 14M4U, they all have the same body as that, you know, so it's not going to have as good of a speaker, as big of a screen, and this is 750 lines versus 500 lines versus 600 respectively. Let's go around to the back. Biggest difference is on this one, instead of it being RGB, threw me off the first time. I got lucky. This bad boy's from 2008. I don't know how clear that's coming across, but this one is a GBR. So I got component in C, and I've got RGB in D. You can have both at the same time, but not both devices on. Like right now I have the Super Nintendo on. So enough talking, let's see how this comes across. That's with its stock speaker. So I like to keep the Super Nintendo in S-Video because you can adjust the chroma and the luma in S-Video all you want. You just go to the, see it come up, chroma or luma. In RGB you can't, those are already set. In RGB you can only adjust the contrast or the bright. So you're sitting here at your desktop playing this. Looks pretty good. Not too shabby. The 14-in-6U was really good too. That was the first RGB monitor I got. I really like that one as well. I'm not getting rid of that. Or this, but if you're thinking of getting a JVC, it looks really good. Got a little setup there at Ross, not bad to put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and just, let's see the Zelda. Alright, slide over to C. C, we're going to turn on the DVD player. Oh yeah. And for standard definition stuff, this looks just fantastic. I've got the movie The Descent in right now, about the cave exploring. So it's a dark movie, you know, it has really good blacks. I'd have to switch to number A. I don't think I can show much of this movie, copyright and whatnot, so I'll stop. But you can't have C and D both powered on. See, if I turn on the PS1, check out what's going to happen. But now let's switch it to D and shut off the player. Put this bad boy on. Oh yeah. RGB on this looks great. PS1 goodness. These little Bose speakers doing their job. So I got this for $95. There should be still one left on eBay. Well worth it. I paid $150 for the 14-inch 6U. Is this the best intro to a PS1 game? Oh, and you can use component to do RGB out. I did that one time for the RGB out to the 14N6U just to compare how they looked. And this one's noticeably brighter and clear, but maybe you don't want that on 240 content. It's almost too sharp. It's crystal clear in person. I don't know how it's going to come across. This is a Sony cybershot. It's an older camera. But I'm not getting a new camera to do a video, you hear? So if you can get one of these bad boys for 100, 150, your desktop setup, you're doing good. Only thing I noticed the difference between, say, this and the 17-inch brother, this one does not have handles on it. Strangely enough, the 17-inch had handles up there. Even the 14-inch 6U has, you know, handles up there. This one doesn't have handles, but it's about 40 pounds. So yeah, enjoy.